Hey guys, do you ever wonder if you're the only one with a tight low back and tight hips? I'm here to tell you, you are not alone. This is super common because a lot of us sit for hours on end throughout the day, and our hips in the front get super short and tight from sitting, while the glutes in the back get stretched out and weak. Another name for this common pattern, it's called lower cross syndrome. And not only are the hips and glutes involved, but also the abdominal muscles and the low back muscles are involved. Our abs tend to get extremely weak while the low back is super tight. So you might feel that pain in either the low back or the front of the hips. Go figure. But today I wanted to show you a few things to start improving these different areas. First, to turn those front hip flexors off, we're gonna do an exercise called a banded psoas march. Now, put the band around your feet and lay on your back. Your feet should be shoulder width apart. Then lift the hips into the air like you're doing a glute bridge. From here, march your legs in the air one at a time, and slow and steady is the name of the game. Now, to strengthen those glutes that are super weak, we can use the same band and turn on our side. This time, put the band around your knees, keep both feet together, and lift that top knee into the air nice and slow, holding it for about 5 to 10 seconds at the top. You should really squeeze those butt muscles when you're doing this exercise. Now we're gonna move up to the abdominal muscles and the low back. Now, if we work on proper breathing mechanics and we learn to create pressure within our abdominal wall, this will turn off those tight muscles of the low back. So this is why that's the only thing we're gonna go over in this video. Now, as you can see, getting set up for this exercise, I'm on my back. But if you tilt your head, I'm actually in a seated position. We're just taking gravity out of it this time. From here, we can work on breathing deep into the pelvic floor. Our chest shouldn't move while breathing, and our belly should get bigger with each breath in. Next, creating that pressure I was talking about, also called intra-abdominal pressure, or IAP. This is learning to push the breath against the abdominal wall while continuing to breathe in and out. It creates somewhat of a piston effect. As soon as we learn how to create pressure in our stomach, moving the hips off of that stable core is going to be where it's at. Now, this isn't mastered overnight, and it's something we do a lot of cueing on in office to help you learn how to do it. But simply learning how to diaphragmatic breathe or belly breathe is going to be huge in A, strengthening the abdominal muscles, and B, turning off those super tight low back muscles. All of these exercises are huge in kicking the butt of lower cross syndrome. And remember, perfect practice makes perfect, so start practicing today, especially if you're finding yourself feeling a lot of aches and pains throughout your day in the hips or low back. And of course, if the pains still continue to linger and they're not going away, we'd love to get you in for an assessment and more advanced treatment.